Greetings, fellow Ambazonians. This one na Capo Daniel, the chairman for the African People's Right Advocative Platform, the chapter for Ambazonia, when na the Ambazonian People's Right Advocative Platform. Today we get a very, in our cultural warrior campaign, as we did fight this war, and also a war for emancipation. I go on for play on some video, then we don't come up from La Republique to Cameroon, how their students they protest against their military, their gendarme, and how the gendarmes them they react. It will help for give our people a clear image of what is going on, and also to make our case that we have been making all along to the people of Cameroon, the Cameroon government, the international community about what our people face in terms of the subjugation, the brutal suppression of our identity, and it also captures the image of the struggle of Ambazonia for separation and for independence. What does it really mean? Why are our people fighting? What are they fighting for? And I think, ladies and gentlemen, this video is one of those videos which is going to expose and help to explain the problem and the conflict that we have fighting for our separation, fighting for independence. This is more than just these abstract words. It is indeed substance, as this video presentation is about to show you. Let's go to Cameroon and watch this video. So, now the video is inside school campus in Yaoundé. The students are violent. This is not the first. This is not the first violent images we have seen coming from schools within the French Cameroon system. We know for the most part, most Cameroonians, French Cameroon speaking people are violent in nature. You can look at that gendarme taking off his cap. All of them, nobody is putting on protective gear because they are amongst their children. They are amongst kids that they can relate with. They speak the same language. It is their country. And that is how every military will do when they approach things that concern students or youth. Being compromising, taking stones, taking insult because they are paid to do those jobs. And we have seen this type of images several times. We have seen Cameroon students who protest and they go to their ministry. They were allowed access in the ministry's premises. They were even brought up to meet ministers, have conversation, and given Coca-Cola and Fanta to drink, and their grievances were looked into. And fellow Ambazonians, I want everybody to join me and every Cameroonians to join me. Let us go through this video so that you people can understand why our people are fighting, why we are resisting, and why we are demanding independence and why we are demanding separation from Cameroon. And perhaps videos like this will make it clearer for the world and even to the French Cameroon that there needs to be a sustainable solution that will meet up the basic requirements of our people who are demanding separation and independence. So I'm going to take you now to Boya, how we started this fight. And it has been like that from day one up to now since we are together with Cameroon. Let me show you another video from Boya and let you compare and contrast how the state of Cameroon treats Anglophones, how they treat people from our own region, how they treat us, the people from West Cameroon, the people from Ambazonia. Let me play the video. Let's watch together. So these are our students in Boya. So, una see, the one our own Anglophone picking them for Ambazonia, for West Cameroon, for Southern Cameroon, whatever name you choose for column. Legally speaking, they call us, I don't want to go there. This is our own children, youth, coming to protest inside university campus in Boya, the flagship of our Anglophone institutions, singing no violence, no throwing of stones. The Cameroon military brought in reinforcement from Douala, controlled by the commandant in Douala himself. And our students protesting within their campus, demanding everything that every student would demand, even in America. And what is the reaction of the Cameroon government? They beat the heck out of them. I want you to see the reaction of our people and the Cameroon military, their interaction, how they treat us, how they treat our youth. Compare it with how they treat their own youth. They allow their youth to throw stones at their gendarmes without resistance, without throwing tear gas, without using live bullet. But when it comes to our own, even when our own students are carrying peace plan, watch this video from Boya. No violence, kill us, because they know for the past 60 years, our experience with the Cameroon government is that we, the Anglophones, we don't have a voice, we don't even have a right to complain. When you complain, the result is one: kill, kill, kill. And that is what the students are crying, and that is what they are explaining. Watch the video through. All ready, gun-proof, shield. You can hear the students crying. No stone, no single stone. No single stone was thrown towards the Cameroon gendarme in the University of Boya. No single stone. There are videos out there, thousands of videos. Go and check. The student threw no single stone. But they were captured in their school campus, beaten the heck. 4 students were dead as a result of torture at that spot. When the reinforcement came, they followed the students, go into their students' quarter, beat the heck out of them, rape girls with impunity, with supervision from their commandant, to show the Anglophone lessons and to show us our place. Watch the rest of the video.
Junction, we go! Rocky! Go!
Yeah, they are crying. They want to kill you. Yeah, look at this one. I have blurred this video. You see, I have blurred this video because of the censorship in YouTube. You can watch a Cameroon top commander torturing 2 Amazonian Anglophone youths till they are dead. Those 2 boys from that video died from that torture. There were no investigation. It was okay because they have to show an example. They actually doubled down and go down to the quarter and beat and kill and disappeared many students. Watch the rest of the video. So, fellow viewers, that is the image of us Anglophones in Cameroon. We have no right. Our students cannot protest. They don't have any right to express any grievances. Every attempt to express any grievances, legitimate or not, is being seen as a challenge by some slave or some third-class citizens who have no voice. That is why we pick up arms to defend ourselves, because we could not allow the abuse against our culture, our identity, and against our youths to go like that. When we see the Cameroon military torturing our people, arresting them, banning the consortium, banning our identity, all at the whole, it shows us who they think we are and how they have been treating us. We are third-class citizens. You can take a good look, how the Cameroon military and their gendarmes react to their own students in Yaoundé, and compare it to how they are treating our own people on ground zero. Live bullet everywhere, even against kindergarten students. We have seen kindergarten students shot on the street in Boya, shot on the street in Kumba, in Wum, in Bamenda by the Cameroon gendarme. No accountability at all. And we have seen Cameroon government officials come up time and time again when they are forced to do so, to come and give bogus explanation to cover up for their crime, because that is how they treat us. It shouldn't be like this. And I make this appeal to all Cameroonians, including the Francophones. The treatment we feel, the complaint we complain about marginalization and annihilation is not just an impression or feeling. It is a reality of our day-to-day life, which people can accept to live when their youths cannot even protest without being killed and tortured like the Cameroon government is doing for us. And I want to appeal to all Cameroonians that we must come together and accept that the people of the Anglophone, the West Cameroonians, we deserve to be protected and hold our own identity And this thing I'm preaching, that the African peoples, the Ambazonian People's Right Advocative Platform is preaching for the devaluation of Cameroon, is the right thing to do. And the Francophones and Cameroon should not be afraid of devaluation. I will share with you a picture from June 1972, 1972 that shows us our identity as West Cameroon, which is what my platform is fighting for to put in place as a permanent solution that will be just and available and sustainable. We want the devaluation of Cameroon, where the people of Ambazonia or West Cameroon or Southern Cameroon, whatever name you choose to call them, will have their own identity. This video, this picture, and this newspaper was taken in June 1972 of the football team of West Cameroon. Our people have that pride of having their own soccer team. And it was not contradictory to the idea of the Cameroon that they hold so strong about the one Cameroon. Our people, even then, remember that it was May 1972 that the United Cameroon was abolished for the unitary state. And a month after, you could see, I'll read what it said on that newspaper. The West Cameroon versus China. Our national team playing against the team of China in Hallford Stadium in Tico. Today, they have wiped out the history of that Hallcourt Stadium, even in their archives. We had the Hallcourt Stadium, which was an international football stadium in Tico. In June 1972, it says Chinese Premier greeting West Cameroon players as the newly appointed governor of the Southwest Province, Eno Tanjong, looks on. So you see, the governor was appointed by Yaoundé, but he was there seeing Ambazonians having their right, their identity, and something they can identify with. Players from right to left, Njipe from Prisons Boya, the third from the right, Chief Humphrey Musonje from Prisons Boya. Then you get from right, you get Etudi from CDC Tico. You get the eighth, which is Kulu from CDC Tico. You could see the names of those players. When we see Cameroon national team playing, it invokes that spirit of patriotism and identity. It reinforces the identity of all Cameroonians. And that is what we don't have, we in West Cameroon, that we are demanding. We want a state within that borders of Cameroon that preserves the identity of the Anglophones, give us self-governance to govern ourselves and to be able to rule ourselves, to be able to preserve our identity. And even the one bilingualism, bilingualism is not a bad thing when it is right, when it does not act like a predator where the majority will suppress and annihilate or absorb the minority. We want genuine self-governance. We want autonomy where our identity can be preserved. That's why we are proposing a Charter of Rights, a mini constitution for West Cameroon in the devolution of Cameroon that is going to guarantee us some basic rights. These are not strange things. These are all things that have been happened before. And the Cameroon should not have no case to stand against this. All Ambazonians must come together and join us in the Ambazonian People's Right Advocative Platform to make this demand of devolution, which is an attainable solution that is going to free our people, preserve our rights and our identity and our culture. Imagine a Boya where we can fly our Ambazonian flag, have our own Ambazonian football team participate in the Nations Cup. Devolution is the best solution. It is a halfway solution. The Scotland and the Northern Ireland, they have their own football team. You have, there are so many examples. They have their own football team. You go even look the case of Hong Kong. Hong Kong, which have just a special status, have its own currency. They produce their own money. They have their own police force. They have their own borders. They have their own passport. I'm a citizen of Hong Kong. So we must come to this solution because right now the possibility of separating Cameroon is not possible. So what our people are demanding for is to end those type of practices of subjugation that we have seen from the Cameroon state. And that can be guaranteed through awarding Ambazonian, our region, a bill of rights, which the documents will be out very soon, our proposition, that will guarantee certain rights for our people. Give us the identity, give us that devolution where our own region have its own identity as unique as the Grand National Dialogue have established. that we are one people, unique people because of our history. We have an international border. Let it be preserved. Let our identity be reinforced, not suppressed. That is what we stand for. And this is not too much to ask. This is attainable. Given the dynamic within our struggle, all Ambazonians should come together and join us. Let us push this agenda as we work on this concrete proposal with specialists who are taking a look at what we have proposed. We call on everybody who wants to listen to us to engage us so that we can explain this solution, which is the only solution out of this uncalled for war between us black people. That is not a win for anybody. God bless you all. Have a good day. Ciao.